going on there, YouTube? It's AmbitionZ VapeR back again for another review for you, squad. What up? How you guys doing today? I'm doing well. I got a review for you guys. Probably been waiting for, been asking for. Top 5 Sub Ohm tanks of 2015. This is just my opinion. This is only my opinion. If your favorite Sub Ohm tank doesn't make it on this, well, I'm truly sorry. This is what I think of all the Sub Ohm tanks that I've used. There's some Sub Ohm tanks that I haven't used. These are the ones that I've reviewed, purchased, or used. I'm going to give you from the 5th to the 1st. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple pros and cons of each Sub Ohm tank. So number 5, VapeR Sub Ohm tank by Council of VapeR. It comes with 0.2 ohm Kanthal coil heads. They are not stainless steel coil heads. They are Kanthal, okay? I've tried this on the RX200 that does do stainless steel, and when you put it in stainless steel mode and you vape, it automatically goes to power wattage mode. I think it's around 3 mils. It's a bottom fill design. I have it on the Cortex 65 watts. I almost did not make the top 5. And the reason is because, one, they say it goes up to 100 watts. Does not go up to 100 watts. It barely goes up to 70 watts. I've tried multiple coil heads. I have a 10-pack. Every one I've used, 70 watts and above, I get dry hits. I feel that on the Council of VapeR coil heads, it just doesn't, they're not big enough. They're not wide enough. They're not large enough. There's a lot of them, but they're not large enough for high VG to wick properly. But besides that, man, it's a pretty decent tank. It's a semi-saturated vape. That's the best way I can explain it. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. It's so close to being a very great Sub Ohm tank. Council of VapeR, if you're paying attention, make those juice flow channels larger. Number 4, the Matrix Sub Ohm tank by High Voltage. It's 5 mils, 4 or 5 mils of juice. Wow, man, I'm sorry about the levels. I did a review on all these tanks, so it's on the review. I just forget. And it's a bottom fill design. It's a 0.2 ohm coil head, 80 watts, 4.4 volts. Some dunks. Great flavor on this, man. The airflow control is very loose. I mean, too loose. It got way too loose. But it functions and works well. For coil heads, if you use the same juice in the same Sub Ohm tank on the same coil head, you'll get more longevity on the coil heads versus changing your flavors after every time you go through and you fill it up. The drip tip's a little bit loose. Never had any dry hit problems on this or anything like that. It goes up to 80 watts, but I've pushed it up to almost 100 watts, and it works flawlessly. Number 3, Amigo Itsuwa Riptide version 2 top fill design Sub Ohm tank. 4.5 mil capacity, can go up to 100 watts. I have it at 90 watts. The tolerances to the airflow is nice. It's perfect. It has a ball bearing action, which is great. The flavor is superb. My man, I don't get dry hits or anything like that. It has a large juice flow channels on each side. The coil heads are great. I have no dry hits. And the flavor is top notch. And this hits the bill nicely. Number 2, the Stare Pro, dude, by Freemax. This is my buddy. This is my homeboy right here. Use temperature controlled coil heads. And the flavor on this is just stellar, dude. I got 75 watts on the DX200, DNA 200, all right? 0.17 ohm coil, NI 200, 530 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 watts. Maybe 5 mils. I think 5 mils on this bad boy. Some juice does condensate and does get up top, near the top of it. It does have drip tip airflow, which I wish they got rid of. There's not a lot of cons to this one as well, man. So you have to make sure it's on vape. And if you put it away, it won't leak at all. But if you have it on refill, it will leak like a son of a bitch. No dry hits on this bad boy, but this thing is great as well. That's why it's my number 2, man. Number 1 Sub Ohm tank of 2015. The Crown. The fucking Crown Sub Ohm tank by UL. Comes with stainless steel coil heads. Comes with a 0.25 and a 0.5. The coil lasts so long. No wicking issues. Flavor is A++, top notch. I got it on the RX 200 in stainless steel mode, 500 degrees. It says 0.53, all right, on the bad boy, 65 watts. The 0.5 coil head isn't as good as the 0.25, man. It's because I vape at high wattage. I vape anywhere between 100 and 130 watts on a daily basis. You could bottom fill, you can top fill. Doesn't have airflow on the top, doesn't kill the flavor or anything like that. The knurlings for the airflow control is perfect. I think it holds 4.5 or 5 mils of juice. Stainless steel coils, man, they're where we need to go, bro. I got some vape flakes from Breakfast Club e-juice in here. The tolerances to the airflow control is perfect. The airflow on this is perfect. No dry hits. And this is the best tank of 2015. That's the review, guys. That's the top 5 Sub Ohm tanks of 2015 from AmbitionZ VapeR. I hope you found this video helpful or informative or whatever. If you did, leave a like, share, subscribe, and remember, smoking is gone, vaping is on. Vape on, guys.